Hey, hi, hello. My name is Emily, and thanks so much for hanging out with us on the Today Needs You podcast. This is where we have the chance to chat about all the things, from feelings and friendships to our favorite sneakers and our favorite Bible verses. We're going to tackle it all. I'm super pumped about today's episode, so let's dive in together.
Hi, guys. So glad to be on the podcast again this week. I am very excited about our guest. This is my fiancé, Jordan Monroe.
Hey, everybody.
This is wild. We're talking about dating today because we have been dating.
Yes.
And have decided to get married. So we thought we would talk about it. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself, Jordan.
My name is Jordan.
Good start.
I'm the director of student ministry at a United Methodist church. I work with middle schoolers and high schoolers and have since I was in college, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
We met on a dating app. And Jordan, you're also like a hobby guy.
I am a hobby guy. I like to do things.
What kind of things do you like to do?
I love music. I like playing music. I'm teaching myself the banjo. Played the drums for a long time.
The banjo's hard too. It's not just like a different shape guitar. It's like very different.
That's right.
I've learned that recently.
Yeah, it's a tough one. The ukulele, a couple chords on some other instruments.
Nice.
I like to run, play disc golf, camp, hike, swim.
Yeah, I have really learned. I've learned that I enjoy the outdoors since we started dating. I also have, like, when you say you like to run, you mean like a lot of miles without headphones.
That's right.
Which to me was like the craziest thing of all.
I did it this morning.
How far did you run?
I did 3 miles.
Oh my gosh. I don't even think I could do a mile, and I definitely am not able to run 3 miles without some sort of like distraction.
Yeah.
You like sit with your thoughts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's awesome.
Ha!
Try it.
Okay, I'm going to do it. Anytime I have done it, I've been happy about it.
Yeah. I think
But it stresses me out.
I think the longest I've done without headphones maybe is 15 miles.
Oh my God.
But it was on an 18-mile run. So I did.
You did 15 and then.
Well, I did 3 and then I was like, all right, it's time to switch.
So you did 3 with headphones.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. I'm so impressed.
It was. Yeah.
That's a little bit my nightmare.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Helps focus.
Yeah. So we got engaged in March, the end of March.
That's right.
And we started dating last February. Dated a little over a year. And we were pretty obsessed with each other. I'm just saying words and you can interject, correct me, or add to them. But we started dating and we were pretty obsessed with each other. But we wanted to talk a little bit about like the fun side of things and why we were obsessed with each other, but also kind of how we like let having a lot of fun and making smart choices exist at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes those seem like you have to do one or the other.
Right. Totally.
And I think with dating each other, we've gotten to like, I think I won't speak on behalf of you, but I have gotten to experience having fun and making choices that I feel good about all at the same time.
Yeah. I love it.
I love it. Okay. So Jordan, tell us why you dated me. Just kidding. But really tell us, kind of what you were looking for in dating and how we like kind of have chosen to complicate each other, like our own life by being with another person.
If only we'd known.
That's just math. But yeah, what you were looking for in dating and kind of yeah, let's start there. What you're looking for in dating.
Yeah. So when I was going out on dates, I realized I had only ever been in like relationships. I'd never actually just like casually dated. Like I wanted to go on like a bunch of first dates and be like, oh, this is nice. I don't have to continue to follow up with this person. I could just be like, oh, we had a nice time. See you later.
Yeah. Using dating as like actually getting to know people to see if you want to keep dating them, as opposed to like, we're going on a first date. That means we're going to date for a long time.
Bingo. Yeah. It's like, oh, I want to experience just like going out, meeting other people, exactly like you said.
Yeah.
And I went on 3. You were the third, and that
I messed everything up.
She really did. You really did.
But what were you like? How did I mess everything up?
Oh, well, we had a really great chemistry, and I liked talking to you and listening to you. And
I have a few words to say. I know that's hard to believe.
Yeah, I felt like really, really like safe with you, and like it's like, oh, that doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
And just for my last 2 dates experience, so I was like, oh, I don't want to just like walk away from this. Like there could be something here.
Yeah.
So we stuck it out.
Yeah, we did. Here we are.
That's right.
Getting married in November. I also will now answer my own question
Are we doing
for
a
myself.
live podcast at the wedding?
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Well, yeah, you and me.
That's part of the ceremony.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Perfect.
No. But what I loved so my dating experience, I had never been in like a serious relationship. I had like talked to guys and had plenty of crushes and gone on dates, gone on like first, second, and third dates. But I am someone that I like to have all of the information first before making any decision. And so if it was like I didn't trust stepping into something without knowing how it was going to turn out. I think for you or for me, you were the first time that like trusting you, like for some reason I felt like I could put myself out there with you. It was super weird and cool. And I also thought you were really cute and really funny and really smart and really fun.
Accurate.
And so it was like fun for those things to come together in one person. And I was like, I remember feeling like I feel comfortable around you and you keep me on my toes all at the same time. Like I felt like I needed to put my best foot forward, but I also felt like I could be myself.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. A really cool combo.
It's a very cool combo.
Okay, so that was kind of at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And we were this is one of my favorite. This is definitely my family and friends' favorite part is how we were like, we're going to go slow. Like we're going to just date, spend time together every now and then kind of thing.
Yeah.
And get to know each other and just be very like cautious. And how did that go for us?
I think we went medium.
I agree.
We did not go slow.
We went on the faster side of medium, but
yeah,
but still medium.
On the scale of like people who just date and then people who date because they want to get married, we're like, I'd say slightly closer to the speedy track.
Yes, I agree.
Like people in your family are like, oh, or not family, but like your life, or like, you've been dating 3 weeks. Why aren't you married yet? And then other people,
because they knew how cautious I was to be into someone, and then the fact that I was into you, they were like, whoa, this is different.
Yeah. And then everybody else was like, are you sure you want to get married? You've only been dating a year.
Yeah, it's so interesting how people's perspectives are so different.
Yeah.
Like we knew some people who'd been dating for like 4 years, and they were like, oh, so y'all are like 4 months in. I remember feeling like some people feel like we've been dating a lifetime, and some people feel like we just started dating. And we felt like we were somewhere in between.
Right.
We were very intentional in existing in each other's worlds.
Totally.
Like we didn't want to just like date over here and then have our lives over here, but we did that like step by step.
Yeah.
I remember using the framework thanks to really wise people around me. I was like, okay, am I going to be happy with this decision or happy with this step or happy with this move? If we break up tomorrow, if we break up 6 weeks from now, if we break up 6 months from now, or if we never break up, do I feel good about this decision? And I feel like that filter helped us. We balanced like living in the moment and considering the future. I feel like we worked really hard to balance those out.
Yeah, I think so.
But I to me, the biggest thing is like having fun, having shared values. So I realize I'm saying the biggest things. I need to make that plural. The biggest things are having fun, shared values, supporting each other.
Yeah.
We both think so highly of one another.
That's right.
Like I remember, we both go to each other for advice. We both, go to each other for comfort. We both go to each other for laughter.
Yeah.
And I think all of those things together made it a good thing.
I think so.
Have made it a good thing. It's not over.
Right. Totally. It's like we have enjoyed the moments that build up a whole thing.
Yeah, but that's a really hard, like,
Yeah.
I feel like it was kind of a roller coaster to figure that out a little bit. Like I was either like
Yeah.
living in the moment or totally planning the future.
Right. Yeah. It's like if you bought a Lego set and you like opened it all up and you're like, I love the 6-piece block. And I was like,
Yeah.
we spend our time appreciating each block as we build the pirate ship or something like
I
that.
like that illustration.
Right off the top of my head.
A
everybody.
Millennium Falcon.
Probably the Death Star.
You think?
I'm pro Empire.
Whoa. Of course you are. Jordan's a little bit of a contrarian.
No, I'm not.
That was funny. Likes to disagree with the majority.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
My favorite character on SpongeBob was always Squidward.
Jordan is kind of like a grumpy old man in a young man's body.
Not even kind of.
I am into it though.
Yeah.
It makes me happy.
These kids with their graffiti writing.
Kids
and
these days.
pop music. Harry Styles.
He's only 30, I promise.
Grandpa status.
Yeah, honestly, that sounded old when I said it out loud.
Yeah. Thanks for telling everybody.
Yeah, I'm 28, so you're like ancient.
Dang. Robbing the cradle.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. You are going to be around more probably, which is fun. Jordan is our executive producer of the podcast.
What?
And now he's locked in. That was true when we were dating, and
Yeah.
it's going to stay true probably.
When do I get to be the third mic?
Ooh, that's fun.
No, I don't want that.
I know you don't, but I want that. That sounds super fun. Any other like dating tidbits or like perspective advice? You have good advice.
Yeah, I think I tell the kids in my youth group this: don't date until you're 30.
Right.
I told them that when I was 24.
Right.
And they were like, "You're not even that old." I was like, "I know, and it's not always fun. There's a lot more than I was ready for, and I feel like there's like no reason to like rush into a relationship because you like see other people do it. Like if you're not really comfortable being the best version of yourself, like the most you, then like you don't have any business sharing that with you. It's like, I don't know, would you turn in a school project like 30% done?
Yeah. That's a really good that's a really good point.
The answer's no to that. You wouldn't do that.
Right. But also, I think what's cool is that was something when you first met my family, my parents, we'd been dating a couple months, and what they were so confident of, they didn't necessarily like know you yet, but they saw that I was more myself than they had ever seen before. And they knew who, like, I'm comfortable with who I am. And I know we have a podcast episode earlier on, further back about, what does it even mean to know who you are and be yourself. But my parents saw like, whoa, Emily is really, really herself when she's with Jordan. And I think looking at relationships as like friendships, mentors, and dating relationships in all of those areas, to say like, am I comfortable with myself when I'm in this relationship? That is like top tier priority, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a really good point, Jordan.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being in front of the camera.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's, I don't know. It's like just being myself and like trying to build that confidence in that. It took a long time. Obviously, I was like 29 before I started getting a handle on what that was actually like. But it's worked out.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's continuing to work out, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. With like friendships that I've made recently, it's like when you just put your weirdest self forward and you're like, I'm just a weird person, take it or leave it. It turns out the people who take it actually probably really like it. The people who leave it, you're probably better off without.
It's just not a fit.
That's how I got my job. When I interviewed, I was like, I don't need this job. I didn't. I wanted it. But yeah. I was like, I'm not going to put on airs. I'm not going to try to sound good. I'm going to try to sound honest.
Needing to need it is not setting yourself up for a win.
Right. It's like, oh, cool. And then with you, like going on first days, like, I'm just going to be my own normal, weird self. And I don't want to point any fingers, but it worked.
That's what I think. Like, knowing that it, like, dating, I remember deciding like this could add to my life. Like I know that this could add a facet to my life, but it's not going to make my life matter or be good or whatever.
Yeah.
But I knew it would like could add a fun facet to it. And again, choosing to complicate our lives by being with each other, we obviously feel like that's worth it. And I'm just really excited. I think it's so fun. We're like just getting started. We have learned a lot over the last, 14, 15 months. But we also know that we've got a lot more to learn. And I'm excited to bring y'all along with us. And also for to have all the things be in the mix of all of it. It's so fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Thanks for hanging.
Thanks for
and crashing the girl party.
Thanks for having me.
Love it. We'll see y'all next week.
See ya.
Thanks so much for listening while we're just getting started. If you want to stay plugged into this community, like, subscribe, and let us know what you'd like to hear more about, who you would like to hear from by shooting us an email at info@allthethings.community.